And I tell you one thing, you as a candidate and you as a hiring manager will walk into these recruitment agencies and see what, watch them on the screen and see what they really do and what they represent, and you'll never use some of them ever again. Hello and welcome to my first vlog. It's one of these weird ones, to be honest with you, where normally when I sit in front of a camera and do a video, it's normally about a content, how to send your CV, how to find better candidates and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm fighting a little cold if you can hear me with a slight bung of nose. And I think, a lot of video out there for recruitment is flipping vast and varied, and there's a spectrum of it, which I will talk about actually. But I thought I'd try to do something slightly different. I'm trying to look at a weekly vlog, a weekly thought content, kind of talk about stuff. Mostly to put a human face to what I do, if there's not enough human face already on what I do. But what I found with video so far is people have approached me and they feel they already kind of know me, and they feel already kind of what I represent and kind of my values and kind of who I am, which is exactly why I do video and why I like putting it out there. It's really hard being a small business. It's really hard to be fighting against the big boys who have a bigger sphere of influence than you. But if you can get a video out to 500-600 people, that's 500 or 600 people that either never knew who you were or just reinforcing what you are. So video in my business and video in what I do is really important. And I think doing a vlog series in a sense that where I just talk about these things, I think that's really important too. I'm just talking, just putting myself out there, putting my personality out there, putting out who I am out there. And then on that spectrum, I've got a couple of guys on my feed right now that are doing vlogs and they're doing videos, and I'm jealous of some of the stuff they do. They're fantastic. And then on that spectrum, and as you go up that spectrum, you start entering a zone of recruitment videos where I don't really agree with it. I don't like it. And it's not so much about putting yourself out there and reaching my hand out to the camera so you can grab it and we can talk. And then I talk about other things, what to do with your CV and stuff. This is the other way around. It's like, look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Look at us. Come and work for us. And those type of videos inspire very little in me. And I can't engage with that. If I was a candidate and all that recruitment agency was doing is showing videos about their office and about the holidays they're going on and the private jets they have, all you're inspiring is people to want to work for you, which is great if you have a recruitment drive like that, and you'll only get those type of people coming to you. But what does that say about you as a company? What do you really represent? Because all you're doing is showing the bell ringing or the private jets and the holidays and the values and the words that are used. We are the best in our sector. We aspire to be the number one recruiter. These things inspire very little in people, and especially people that are looking at you from the outside in, that you may have a job for them. They look at you and think, well, really, I'm going to go to someone else. I don't like that. When I was taught recruitment about 13 years ago, I went through loads of training. I found recruitment training very conservative in its approach, very methodological. You had to do certain things in certain ways. Even some stuff that I learned about 6 or 7 years ago as well, there was certain methods and ways of doing a meeting that you had to follow. And I think that conservative methodology in recruitment is what's killing the recruitment industry. I generally do. That, and coupled, if you read Simon Sinek's game theory, coupled with the fact that the recruitment industry, I believe, is looking at everything finite, and they should be looking at everything infinite as well. And I think that's a big problem as well. But coming back to video in the recruitment industry, it's failing to do the one thing video should be doing, which is putting a human face to the problem. And they're going down the wrong route with it. And also, they're going down the wrong route with it in other areas as well. And you know, I make videos about content and kind of, I make content videos about, you know, being better at interviews and myths of interviews or whatever it could be, basically a subject. And where I try to put some practical advice in these videos, I'm watching some recruiters do very similar videos, but not put any advice in it whatsoever and using this old rhetoric. And that's the problem with some of the videos. Some of them are not researched, some of them are not delivered in a way that people can engage with. It's the same grey, conservative nonsense. And I think we need more personality in the recruitment industry. And I'm seeing it. There's a section of followers that I've got at the moment. And I'm sticking with these guys because they've got some amazing content out there. And they're going down this route of recruitment where literally they've opened the doors to what they do day to day. And I love that. And I think we need more of that. I think we need to blow the doors open of every recruitment agency in the country. And I tell you one thing, you as a candidate and you as a hiring manager will walk into these recruitment agencies and see what, you know, watch them on the screen and see what they really do and what they represent. And you'll never use some of them ever again. And then you'll start seeing the ones you will, oh wow, they're pretty cool. I'm going to work with these guys because they know their stuff. And those are the ones that are doing some content very similar to this, doing some great kind of work on LinkedIn, talking about things in a positive manner, discussing things. The ones that don't talk enough and the ones that don't really put anything out there, what do they represent? And those are the worrying ones. But they make money. Who cares? Hey, who cares? They make money, and that's their attitude. I think sustainability in any industry is you've got to be able to move with the times. You've got to be able to kind of adapt to changing and new methodologies and new thought processes. And I think what recruitment industry talks a lot about is doing that, but really it comes down to the bottom line and how much money they've made. And someone made a comment on one of my comments the other day, I think it was you, Charlotte, that if it's not seen to be making money, then they will not do it. And that's really sad because there's other areas about recruitment we could be doing. Yes, it will make money, but it will help us in the long run. And it will help us become a more stable marketplace. And I want to get rid of that stigma about agencies, but I'm fighting to lose the battle by trying to do that. But there ain't many much of us out there kind of fighting that, and I need more people to fight it. My God, this is my first vlog, and I've already ranted. So I guess that's a question for everyone. I think it's a really open question, really, and it's really it's interpreted any way you want. I try not to write a bit of an abusive post when I ask this question, but is video really the key, or could it be the key for us recruiters to reach out to the people, to show them we are human, and hopefully show them that it's not just about the money that we're trying to do? It certainly isn't for me, by the way. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching my first ever blog. Next week, I'm going to talk about something random. Probably not. Why not check out thomaslee.co.uk for the latest jobs in engineering and technical sales across the UK? Or even, how about you check out our blogs and vlogs for the latest thoughts about recruitment and tips on how to find a job and how to find candidates as well.